Yeah, so you see how it's kind of flipping back down?
Yeah.
So once you get a handle of it, you can flip it back up and try pulling it out.
See,
Oh, the whole thing, yeah. So it's all got to go that way,
Yeah, exactly.
like that.
and just
I like
grab the stealth clamp, the green thing.
Green thing, yeah.
Yeah,
What about it?
you could grab that too. It's just
Right
a
there.
Anything. Yeah.
stealth clamp.
Yeah, all this is, for lack of better words, the cable and that is garbage.
Roger. Pucks are probably the most rigid to give us the most, I don't know, control. So good on that.
Yeah,
See if
that's
it works.
great.
Nice.
Chomp.
So pull that way
So
first.
yeah, try the vertical first. That might have been what was screwing us up last time.
Okay.
Locked in.
Yeah, beauty.
Yeah.
Nice one.
Mine.
Yay.
Where do you want it?
Away from, so hold on to it and we'll
Okay.
just fly back.
Isn't
pull
that
the
a
cable
clever
away.
thing though?
Tell video if you want anything.
Is there what, sorry,
Video,
Kim?
zoom out, please.
What was the question, Kim?
Isn't that a clever thing? You see
Oh, that is really clever. That's awesome.
the little knobs on the side. When you operate the lever, it goes like a cam and it jams that connector down,
Jammed right in.
punches through the
Cool.
rubber.
Oh,
and
perfect.
Wow. So we pull it back towards the instrument. So to the north. We'll just
To the
clear the
north.
cable back away.
North is to the left. The north.
Raj.
Yeah, just a little bit. And then we now know where the piezometer is. We just follow the green cable, which I thought we had cut and pulled away. This was the other end.
Go that way?
We should have read the north marker. That's what north is.
Yeah. So just drag it back a bit so that it's off of the cleats. You see on the bottom here and here, there are two big
Yeah,
hooks.
Roger.
And that's where we're going to lower down the recovery line to lift this whole
Why
thing.
don't you hold on to it a sec, Kylie? I'm going to
Just
shimmy.
Sure, I am indexed.
shimmy, shimmy. I do like that connector. I wonder if they're going to want us to bring that back.
You can probably release that anytime now.
Release?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Release. Roger.
I
Grip
wonder what's on
lock
that monkey
unlocked.
fist that's sitting there floating.
And
Uh-oh. Wait, no. It was indexed. Just kidding. I got scared.
okay,
Or,
now we won't see anything for the next about 10 minutes, so
Let's bug
have
out.
have any audio books or something?
Let's bug out. we can leave.
Would you like
Okay.
me to stow the arm?
Yes, please.
Sure.
Okay, we did
Somehow.
get a good position on the piezometer?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, where am I headed?
Well, we're going to go back by and do a flyby over the sword,
Sword?
the landing zone, and get sort of perspective, if you could, so that we're approaching it from the southeast like we would be doing the actual cable lay.
Okay.
So we can pretend that we're laying the cable and watching so that we'll have the same images that we can
Secure.
drive into our brains so that we can say, okay, so that's what we're going to see
Can I have bubble on porch? Also,
when
nice
we're
job.
laying the
Thank you,
cable.
and yes, you can.
If you want to approach this from the southeast, maybe go straight east.
Straight east, Ty.
Straight east. Due east.
Do. We're due for some east here.
Do the
Where's
diet do.
Okay, case basin. Argus is almost right over it.
I want to
Oh, now Argus is
Second.
moving like crazy.
Trevor's observations say that was brilliant, Kylie.
Ah, thank you. Oh, wait. Was he talking about the engineering of that thing, or?
Getting it apart, never having seen it before.
Yeah. What are we going? Am I still going straight east, or do you want me to zoop up? to the
Go
left now?
east.
East,
East.
Yeah.
There's
East.
the
even
University of Washington box.
Oh. Josh still around?
He just left.
Okay, well, maybe he's in the lounge. Josh!
Here it is, Josh. Right
Josh, look at this box,
Okay,
Josh.
okay, so so what we wanted to see is, Trevor, we're going to be laying the cable this way.
Yep.
So it's sort of what we would see with the ROV as we approach the landing zone.
Okay, so
Right.
am I happy to keep what am I trying to say? Go
carry on,
northeast now?
carry on east.
Carry on east.
Okay,
So that we've got a straight line coming out of the southeast towards the instrument platform.
So I want you here.
okay, Roger. Let's go there then.
We won't do a ship move if we're outside the leash, but at the same time. I'd just like to see what we can see. So you'll get a understanding, feeling for it. It'd be great if we had landing lights and we could just lay out a whatever, but we're not going to be able to do that.
We're not.
No.
Okay.
There's another something in the mud.
Little stringy thingy.
Yeah. Well, I think we at one point probably landed some. But keep an eye out if you see my glasses.
This guy's wearing them.
All right. They fell off the Nautilus, actually. I think that was in 2017 or 2018.
Ow.
Oh my.
Bye, Mo.
CMO.
From Toronto.
All right, from here,
From here, I'm at the waypoint,
if you head
Northwest,
northwest.
sort of.
northwest,
Northwest. What's the heading?
about 320, 325.
So that's going to go right over the push cores, and right towards the instrument platform. Cool.
Okay.
Yep. So yeah, about 325.
So let's
Okay.
pretend we're watching cable lay. So we might be a little bit higher up off the bottom, right?
Okay, 320.
2 meters,
Yeah, sure.
325, 326-ish.
320.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, it'd be a couple of meters off the bottom.
Yeah, okay, I'm at 3 meters off bottom right now.
Yep.
325 still. Sorry, Kim, I'm getting wagged like a dog here. Or whatever.
All right.
Very moving.
Yep.
Nav's doing a handover. I'll do a drive over here thing.
Yeah, just a slow, we're heading towards the instrument platform, which you should be able to see in your sonar.
Video's
Depends on
also
the
doing
sonar.
their watch change.
Kylie, could I get longer range on this, please? 20 meters. Thank you. I do not see it on my 20-meter sonar.
No, well, the distance out would be about 60 meters.
Oh, then I cannot see it on my sonar.
Oh.
I might have a slight hit on the... I'm pretty high up to see that low.
Okay.
I'm gonna come up a little bit.
Swell.
Major watch changes going on.
See you, Lori.
Lori's leaving. Bye, Lori. Ashley arrived. Hi, Ashley. Okay,
Hi,
so
Ian.
so there'll be a stick pin. What are those things called? Pin?
Sword?
No, right there. That fauna we just passed.
Oh, yeah. C-pin, maybe?
C-pin. That's it.
C-stick.
C-stick. Again, keep an eye out for my glasses. They're prescription. I paid $400 for them.
So
Did you get ROV insurance on them?
No, I should
No,
have.
I should have.
I blew it.
Yeah, Raj. I can see
Is that
the
it?
thing there.
What is that?
That's a C-stick.
it's in the radar.
Oh, there it
the
is.
sonar
Okay,
now, yeah.
so
What are we looking at?
so
Oh, yeah.
stop.
Stop.
So X marks the spot where the mud mat's going to go,
Yeah.
which does that line up with our nav of where we think it is?
There's something on
I think so.
the
Yes.
sonar.
Can you look a bit to the, can you just do a rotation to
I bet it's
port?
just it's
Rotation
probably
to port.
just the 80.
Yeah. Look to port.
Rotating.
Port.
Port.
Not seeing
There's an
anything.
item that's just slightly to starboard of me, or dead ahead.
Okay.
Probably dead ahead right about here. It's
Okay.
about 15 meters away.
Okay. So back on our course. Yeah,
Back
whatever
on
that
course
is.
320-ish.
And then heading towards
320-ish.
towards the instrument platform. Right. See, that's where the mud mat's going to go. Right there where the indentation from Hercules is.
Mudmat Hercules indentation.
Yeah.
Roger.
It's going to be a tough thing to find. It's not a really good landmark. Squishy cable there on the right. We're not, it's close, but. Okay, so there's a bit of yellow cable. Can you look to starboard just a sec
I
there?
can look to starboard. Here we go.
Okay, so where is this guy going? That's the other cable, we don't know. I think that it's either the scrapped old piezometer cable or that's our main feed coming from the, that's fine. Okay, so we're good where we are. So if we
Okay.
get to the yellow, we've gone too far with the mud mat, we can't lower it,
Raj.
but we should be able to see the sword. Okay, so back to heading towards the instrument platform, should be dead ahead, 38 meters.
Can you give me 30 on that?
Yeah.
please? That's about the right heading.
You are just barely out of the frame, but I'm all the way camera down. I had a heck of a time trying to follow you just then.
I was just going every which way.
I know, look at the thing.
Yeah, I was all over everywhere. Drawing spaghetti lines. So we're going to cross over this cable, it looks like.
Yeah.
Oops, I'm a little off to port. Sorry here. There we go.
Yeah.
Crossing over.
Keep an eye out if you see any bead bags. We'll stop and pick them up. Thanks, Kim. Thanks, Kim. Have a good night.
Bye, Kim.
Here
Bye,
goes
Kim.
Kim Wallace. And we didn't get to say anything about Kim other than he lives in Victoria.
He knows his wet mates.
Yeah, he knows his way. That was awesome that we have him there. Is that a look right
I
there?
see a bead bag.
Yes, sir. We're taking that over with us to the broadband
place.
seismometer.
So we're going to grab it now?
Yes, please.
Where do you want to put it?
Right on the porch.
On the Porsche.
On the Porsche?
On the Porsche.
Oh, they're so nice.
Yeah.
Whoop.
It's a superior wine. Oh, and the staple.
We don't
And
want
this-
that
Yeah,
staple.
we want that staple.
Why?
What's to the right of you? What's that in the? What is
The
that?
doorstop, it looks like.
That's a weight. That's an Alvin weight.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Okay. So
You really want to grab this staple?
I want to grab that staple.
Why?
You see, because we're gonna need staples.
We have
Oh,
three.
there's the sword. Isn't that it?
Where?
Right, leaning against the platform.
Telestrate.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Isn't that? What's that?
I don't
Let's
know.
Go look, or
Yeah. Can we go look?
I mean,
As I said, I knew there was a sword around here.
Videos
I
on
don't-
comms.
I don't know
My
if that's it.
This is that's right
Is that
deep in there. Can I land on
Excalibur?
this? Can I land on this orange cable off to my left?
Yeah.
'Kay.
Is that the sword? What is that? No, what
You
is
wanna
that?
zoom
No.
Zoom
on
in,
it?
please, Ed.
Coming in. And holding.
No, that's not the sword. What is that?
That's a
Bad
sea star
sword
and
if it
an
is.
anemone.
Yeah, but it looks like a line. Anyway, okay. It kind of,
Okay, come wide,
Coming
please.
Yep.
now.
sorry,
No Excalibur.
distraction. All right. Staple and bead bag, please.
Okay,
Sure.
you're gonna have to stand by now that we moved.
Yeah, sorry.
Would you like a staple in a bio box? Or
No,
just-
we're going to
just
take
hold
it
on
out
to
and
it?
hold on to it. So, yeah, go for the bead bag first.
Yeah,
Put
just
it
go
on
for the bead bag, Kylie.
All right, I'm going.
Yeah, if you could just pick that up real quick, that'd be awesome.
So you don't think 3 staples is enough, Ian?
No,
Okay.
we generally use about 6.
Oh.
There are other staples over there. I just don't know how many. And
Gotcha.
because we have one here, we'll make use of it.
It's just so
Because
ugly.
Dr. Martin Heisman of Ocean Networks Canada, he's one of our senior scientists,
What do you need?
and Dr. Earl Davis of
It's yonder. Don't worry.
Natural Resources Canada, NRCan, our partners on all these seismometers, would like us to do the best job possible.
Hey, Trevor.
So Mo is sometimes better.
I just hadn't said hi yet, so hi.
I actually saw a
Go.
play in London called Five Guys Named Mo. It was pretty funny. And I sat right behind Phil Collins for the show.
Nice.
Yeah.
What? Was it get a Phil Collins reference?
Yeah, Phil Collins. I was at, I went and saw a play named
Huh.
Five Guys
The
Named Mo in London. And
Whoop.
It's
5 of
Irish.
us went. We're sitting
Try to do this one.
before the play started, and my cousin was sitting next to me, and she said, I think that's Phil Collins in front of us. And as she said it, this woman behind the row behind
I
me
always thought
pushed
he was
me
a
out of the
man.
way, leaning forward, tapped him on the back. He turned around, and she shoved him her playbill and said, could you autograph this? And he's like, yeah, sure. And the other friends of mine, that was Sarah Curley, and Sarah mumbled on her breath, so tacky. I mean, the guy, he was there with his then girlfriend, who later became his wife, and
Bead
her
bag first.
his mother and her mother. And there was a few people asked him for autographs, and then the mother turned around
Can you
and
get
started
me a
talking
bubble?
to Sarah and my cousin Jackie, and the two of them had this great conversation going before the
goes
play
down.
started, which was very funny. 'Cause
Nice.
Phil just wanted to sit there and see the play and not be
bothered.
And at intermission, I actually James Curley, Sarah's brother.
Oops.
We went up to go and asked, would you like us to get you anything from the bar, a drink or anything? And he declined, but at the intermission, though, when we're back in there, they're talking, and his mother's like, "Oh, we have family in Vancouver," and so he's like, "Yes, and Philip was there last year for a concert." And it's like, but it was really funny because James then worked for Mars, as in Mars Bars.
Mars bars.
Mars
Wait,
Bars.
Can we back up a sec? Did you say Phil Collins was there with his mom?
Yeah.
And the mom was like bragging about her son?
No,
to
she was talking
strangers?
because we were from Canada, and she said, "Oh, we have family in Canada, in Vancouver." And then her son had done a concert there last year and got to spend time with his family.
I was going to say that's the cutest thing ever, is bragging about her. Oh, my son did so good.
My son
Phil
did this little
Collins.
concert,
She was in a band.
I mean, she
There
was
were a lot of
out.
people there.
It was like a family night out, and so but people were asking for autograph and all that, and because of course we were Canadian, we didn't ask. It's like it's on his personal time. He's not working, so let him be. And then the funny part was James the next day was doing a
Try to
service
center it up
call
a
with
little bit.
Mars
Garage.
and
Might be okay, but
walked into like a 7-Eleven in the UK, and one of the 5 guys named Mo was there, and it was Big Mo. And James said,
Yeah,
"Are you
perfect.
Big Mo?" And he's like, "From the play." And the guy's like, "Yeah." And Big Mo, I think it was Big Mo, and he played the drummer in the band of 5 guys named Mo. And James said, "Yeah, we were in the play last night. Did you know Phil Collins is there?" And he kind of went, "Yeah, we found out after the play, like after the show." So it was kind of it was fun times going to plays in London.
You are just
Nice.
full of brushes with greatness and name-dropping
Yeah,
opportunities.
name dropping. James Curley, who later went on to be president of Keen Shoes in Portland, Oregon,
Yeah,
and then president
like
of Levi
Keen
Strauss,
steel toes.
Levi Strauss in San
Remember
Francisco.
San Francisco, yeah.
And now he's the president of
Yeah.
Gibson. No, Gibson Guitars.
Cool.
Yeah,
Oh.
Oh, gosh.
local Canadian boy who did well.
I know Ian wasn't out himself for this, but at one point in time, he sent me a picture from the Oval Office with the weekend.
It's bigger than I thought it was going to be.
And it was Thursday night. It wasn't even the weekend.
Yeah,
And I didn't know who he was when I
I know. Something
So, are you
now.
Canadian or American?
Yeah,
Ready?
Yeah.
he's something now.
so we're going over to the BBS now?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. You can leave it just wherever.
Yeah, just hold on to it.
So what's the story behind this picture with you in the
Ready?
weekend then?
Okay, let's go.
It was
BBS is where?
Thursday.
Due east.
He and I were both
New BBS? Yeah.
Something like that, sure.
Yeah, BBS. It, of course, is,
Yeah, it is due east, more or less.
yes,
Thank
due
you.
east.
Do
The
it.
opposite of being due west, right?
Don't do east.
Yeah, no, we got a little mixed up a little earlier with
I'm
that.
going to go ahead and reset your Doppler. You could?
Yeah. Yeah,
All right.
I'm great. How are you doing?
About as well as the Doppler.
Nice.
So Prime Minister Trudeau is meeting with President Obama in Washington, and there was a Canadian team that was going, and Kate Moran, my boss, President, CEO of Ocean Networks Canada, was supposed to go, but at last minute, she had to go deal with trying to get us match funding, so she couldn't go. So at 6:30 on
again.
a Tuesday
Yeah,
night,
it's
Just try again.
she said, yeah, I had to cancel. I'm not going on. So who's going? And Jessica Stignant, one of our other staff.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yep. No,
now, you
stayed.
know what? The DVL is doing its weird
Wandering?
EKF thing.
I don't know what
There-
Or
that
not
is.
the DVL, the USBL.
Oh, yeah, okay.
It's being all calm and filtery and
Yeah, roger.
poorly tuned.
Yeah, I was doing that with the Argus on lunch.
There's
Yeah.
there's the auxiliary platform.
There it is.
So that's good. And then beyond the auxiliary platform, there's a little slider A-frame for,
Getting deja vu. I feel like I've
Yeah.
been here before.
Hey, so how many devices are out here?
there's the cable. There's a lot. I can show you a map.
Maybe more Delta.
I'm like
Yeah.
every quarter
running
there's
out of
something new
leash.
popping up
Yeah.
in screen.
Are we going to be staying at the BBS for a long while?
Yep, we're staying here for a
Can
while.
you get a ship move in, please? Maybe 15 meters that way?
Is this why we have to map out the mud mat locations? Because there's so much,
Yeah,
so
we'll
much
do.
stuff out here?
We've done that.
Off to
We've
your
done the
right.
mud
So am I
mats.
going to the old or the new one?
We're going to the old one.
Old one. To the pile of bead bags or to the actual case
We're
on?
going to the caisson. Well, we're going to have to move the old one
Bridge
out of
nav,
the way.
15 meters,
You bet.
060.
I'm betting you would have a hard time getting this thing on as part of your carry-on luggage.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
not a
Just-
problem.
Just
So
tell
where am I
them,
putting this, Ian?
the bead bag anywhere within reach of that caisson, and we can we can stab the staple accordingly, same.
Okay, I'd like to stop for a second. Just look at which way the current's flowing. See if we can figure out a plan to actually set up for dredging.
We got to, what we're going to have to do, Trevor, is, well, besides moving, which we don't really have to move right now, the other one, I think the cable, I'd like to move it out of the way a bit because it's close to where we're going to be working. But yeah, we want to set up for the dredge, to get the cable off, lift out the bead bags that are inside.
Yes.
And yeah, so yeah, good idea. Let's see which way the current is going so we're spewing out
Based
away.
on that plastic fish there, thinking it's going this way. Not much though.
No.
Pretty stagnant here,
Mostly
isn't it?
not.
Yeah, this is Cascadia Basin. That's the problem.
Yeah.
It's almost, I
Well,
don't know. It's hard to
Bring our
tell.
own current.
Any thoughts, or should I just pick a spot and commit?
I'd pick a spot and commit.
'Kay.
It's looking like it might be coming a bit towards us, you think?
Yeah, I would say
Articulate?
possibly left to right, but it's hard to say. I think it's, yeah, I
Oh,
think it's
see,
coming out of the north.
Yeah, you're moving. It's making me not so sure.
Yeah, hard to say. I think it's kind of moot. Doesn't
Okay,
really-
well, let me put it this way. Let's not land on that cable.
No landing on the cable. What if I land right next to it?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay,
and
Kylie, you can.
We're going to have to be
deploy.
able to reach down
that's a
into
tug.
the caisson.
Okay, where did,
But we're gonna be doing some stuff first, right? Like
Yeah.
moving that cable.
You know, we don't have to move the cable.
Well, I'm either gonna get close enough that we can reach down into it and sit on the cable,
Oh.
or we're gonna move the cable and then come back. Your call.
Let's move the cable.
'Kay.
All right, so you can lose this, or not lose, stab the staple in the mud on between.
any which way, anywhere?
Let's put it, oh,
Okay.
now I can't see. Let's put
Take it
it
right side of the caisson, kind of as
Okay.
far
Over
as you
here.
can reach.
Okay.
Perfect, yeah, that's good.
Can I wait for it to clear up a wee bit?
Where's your sense of adventure?
Hate
Blindly
to
drop
stab
it.
it into something accidentally.
Trevor didn't. Well,
Stab a
there's-
beanbag
yeah.
with it.
Yeah, perfect.
Well,
Oops.
eventually we're going to have to stab the bead bags, but that's a different
At the right
story.
time, though,
Yeah.
I would imagine.
Okay, so while we're waiting, 6:30 at night on a Tuesday, Kate says, yeah, you can go. Flight leaves in an hour and 40 minutes. So I had to book a flight from Victoria to Washington, D.C., flew overnight to Washington, D.C., got in Washington, D.C. in the morning, checked into the hotel, which I couldn't check into, but so I left my bag, and then I went out to, what's that, men's store, men's warehouse, that's it.
Yep.
To get a nice clean shirt,
Go when
new
you're ready.
tie,
I'm wrong.
Get fresh and clean.
get fresh and clean, all new clothes. And they actually, it's pretty cool. They're like, yeah, we can get that all pressed and clean for you. You're going where today? Oh, I'm going to the White House.
Stabby McStabberton.
So then I get to this reception,
Let
or the
go.
Prime Minister of Canada is going to be there first off, and there's a big crowd, sort of like a smaller group of the people who are part of his entourage that
You can
didn't
grab
fly
the duct
down with
tape
him.
too, if that's easier.
So there's probably about 25
Raj.
people in this room, and there's two gentlemen sort of standing back from the crowd. So I walked back by them, introduced myself. They introduced themselves, and then I said, well, it's Abel, which is the weekend's real name. I'm like, oh, so
Is
you guys
over
Canadian
here
or
okay,
American?
Either one's fine.
Doesn't
Oh.
matter.
Canadian, oh, but
As long as
oh,
it's not on
and
the cable.
you live in LA. Well, that's really cool. What kind of
Oops,
work do you do?
sorry.
And Sal, his manager,
want
says, well,
That's what I want.
I'm
Yeah.
That's
his
on
manager.
cable, I think.
And I'm like, oh,
Is it?
manager. And
Can you get it
then
in bubble?
at
What do you
that point in
apply for?
time, another woman in the room walked over and hands
I'll
me
just
her
move it over here just to be
phone
on the
and
safe
says, can you
side.
get a picture
Yeah,
of
Raj.
us? And then Sal says, here, I can take that. And he grabs the phone from me and turns to me and goes, the weekend. And then I'm like, and I'm thinking, well, it's only Wednesday.
Tuesday.
No, it's Wednesday, right? No, it's Wednesday. And then some other people came over to get pictures. And then at the same time, I get the Grammy Award-winning Canadian recording artist, The Weeknd. And I'm like, oh, yeah.
Now this was, I mean, he had won a Grammy by then, but this is pre
Oh yeah,
Super Bowl.
yeah,
This is
absolutely.
before.
Thanks for the defense there, Ed.
Yeah.
I felt like
There's
an
no
idiot.
defending at that time. By the time you're
Um,
winning a Grammy, you're already pretty much well
Yeah.
known.
Yeah.
All right,
As I
operations
recall
here
from
for a
the
sec.
photo, though.
Hey, operations
Yeah,
here
go
for a
ahead.
sec. I'm going to grab the
Yep.
BBS and
Yes.
bring it off to the west.
Yeah, let's clear
Just
it out of the way.
probably 20 meters.
We'll just follow the
we do that,
cable
you
back
gotta get
because
What do we
it's
do?
still.
We're going to grab the big boy and just haul it over there and
No,
clear
no,
the cable out.
no. You got to go
Grab
back
big
towards
boy,
Trevor.
by handle.
Sorry, you need to go back towards the auxiliary platform, which is you're right in that direction because it's still plugged in.
Okay, so my understanding is I'm going to grab this,
Yes.
bring it back towards the platform over to the left.
Yeah.
Is that
Yeah.
fine?
Yeah. Pick up and you'll see the cable. So you need to follow the cable back,
That's-
which
yes.
is towards the west.
Yes.
I'll give it a go, and if it's awkward, I'll hand it over.
Okay, now be careful. There's the connector on the top there.
Don't hit the connector.
Don't hit the connector.
The black part. Yeah.
Black part, yeah.
Orange part only.
Yeah, man, it's so
So is that the
sticky.
stopper for the entire Pacific Ocean right there?
Sorry?
Yeah,
That's
that's
the-
if we
that's
pull
the
that,
plug,
the
yeah.
ocean drains.
Yeah.
Ian, you're a tall guy, but I seem to remember from that photo that the weekend was
Yeah,
a
not
much taller.
as
This is really big.
as vertically high as I am. No.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, I do have photographic evidence if anybody wants.
yeah. I think I still have that text from you.
Yeah.
Hmm?
So what was funny was after
Can't see.
I knew what I was doing, I quickly sent
It's bad
a
news.
text or an email. Well, no, was it? Did I put it right on Facebook? I forget. Anyway, I sent it to some friends, and then immediately of my friends, 6 of them have younger children who are in their late teens,
Okay.
early 20s, all girls, who friended me on Facebook. It was like I suddenly became cool because I was with the weekend.
Nice.
On a weekday.
Yeah, on a weekday. Yeah.
Well, you're already cool in my book.
Oh, thanks.
But if you
I
could drop a
appreciate
Cardi
that.
My
B
birthday
reference,
present?
you'd go
I don't
a
Can you
notch
mute me?
or two.
But-
Mute me.
Yeah.
Mute
The
me.
hanging with the weekend does give you a little extra street
Yeah.
cred on my
Yeah.
behalf.
Yeah. So one of my uncles was the president of Warner Brothers.
Oh, wow.
So he worked his way up from, he worked for RCA, Victor, and then he went to United Artists, president of United Artists, and then he went to Capitol Records, CBS, as a VP and then a senior VP, and then he went to president of Warner Brothers. So Stanley and his kids were, backstage. They were great people to know because, backstage passes, and Stanley used to send us every Christmas like a box of albums.
Oh, really?
I'll have to show you that when he retired, they produced an album just
Nice.
for him,
Nice.
which I think you can buy it on. See if I can find it.
We got a lot of debris floating up here. Little blind navigation here.
It's the music, baby. So here you go, Ryan. These are all artists that Stanley worked with over the years. So you go to his house, it's like the basement has all kinds of photos of. Do you know any of those guys?
Yeah.
Yeah? You know some of those bands, really?
Barbara Streisand, Paul Simon, Fleetwood Mac, Randy Travis, Guns N' Roses, Rod Stewart, yep, Phil Collins.
Yep.
Madonna, Metallica, REM, Green Day. Nice.
All right, I see the light on the horizon here.
So when he retired, all the labels that he worked with got together and agreed to
Okay, ready?
cut this 3-disc CTD compilation of all his best artists
Hold
that he
on,
worked
hold
with.
on,
It's pretty
hold
cool.
Oh, that's awesome.
You're
Yeah.
mixing your
Nice.
initials there, Ian.
Yeah.
Sure, he's living a good retired life
Oh,
now.
did I say CTD?
Okay, get your,
Indeed, yeah.
get your-
Sorry,
yep.
CD.
Yeah.
He's got some,
Great.
some
I
great
know
names
what's
in
on
there.
your mind.
The Mamas and the Papas, California Dreaming.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Sure, he's living a good retired life now, right?
Stanley's got a ranch outside of Calgary,
Mm.
Alberta. He and my Aunt Marie are still there, and my cousin Greg, who also lives in Calgary now, is probably watching this. If he is, hi Greg. If he's not, you never watch these. Actually, Greg does watch these, so it'll be interesting
You
to
have to ask
see.
Mike, I can't hear you.
Okay, so we're just going to move this the broadband seismometer out of the way. It is still plugged in, but it is off. So
Okay, so
there's
go ahead and grab when you can there, Kelly.
Speaking of Greg from Queenswood wants to know the name of the album.
oh, it's
Whoop.
the music, baby.
It's the music,
Just
baby.
Stan, just
Sorry,
type
I
in
got a tug there.
Stan Coolin. It's the music, baby. And Coolin is just coincidentally is my last name as well. And he's my uncle. It's kind of weird.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
what are the odds?
Yeah, and he kind of looks a lot like my father, who was his older brother by 2 years.
And Mike, could you please be ready to zero my bias? As soon as she gets it in thing, you can do it on Argus GUI. Now's your chance. Okay. Can't see. This may or may not get better, but it might come better in like spurts.
Okay.
So be ready to pounce as soon as you
Okay.
think you can.
Okay.
Oh, I lost it. Ah, I lost it. There it is. Got it bubble only. Come on. Oh, I'm way too high. I'm sorry. What are you doing here? That's why it's getting better. Following the clean water.
It's getting a lot better.
So Ian, what's on our remaining task list for
It's
our current
getting
location?
getting this broadband seismometer.
Okay. You want
one
to go for it in
the other
bubble,
one
or you want to just
out.
wait?
You can go for it. You just bounce.
Okay. I bounce.
Trevor, one thing I'm thinking, the cable looked exposed, but I didn't see any of the staples that used to be there. So when we lift this, we'll probably be
Careful.
pulling some staples coming out, which we may or may not find afterwards.
Okay.
So that's just a risk, but we can always come back later. We'll be back here with the cable A. And so if we don't get a good bury,
Yeah, get it.
grab it.
It's not
Your
closing.
jaw's locked.
Oh my god. No, I'm
Do-
indexed.
Do a Williams.
Jaw lock. Okay,
not a
so do you want me to
Williams
index? Do you want me to lift?
Is that a
Oh,
Williams
you
grip?
index.
No. that's
Index,
way too far.
reposition,
Oh.
lift up.
Oh, it's too firm.
I'm indexed.
I don't know if that didn't take from yours, I guess, Mike. Oh, sorry, yeah.
Just
Okay, this is going to make a mess, so we're just going to head...
we want to get past the auxiliary platform with this, just so that when we lay the new cable, we're not dealing with multiple cables.
Can you zoom in on this, please?
Yep.
Some super fine detail there.
Hey, so Ian, how come we're
Yes, Wes.
returning at a later time to drop
Oh.
these cables?
Oh, no, we'll be laying the cable from the node, the replacement cable with the cable ship.
Oh, with the cable ship. Okay.
Yeah, so we'll be back down here on the bottom doing that work. And at that time, we can just throw, if we need a couple of staples, we can throw them on the ROV before we dive at the other end.
Do you want to go north or south of this?
Stay to the right side. I guess that would be the south side. No, that's the north side.
Stay
Right.
to the right, and I'm going to leave it to port.
Yeah.
Okay. Why am I?
Because we'll be plugging in on the front of it, so at least get its pseudo out of the way.
And how far do you want me to go past?
Like 3 meters.
Oh, like right here kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
A little bit of the cable stuff, like the white stuff that keeps cables together, is coming off on the bubble cam. Just FYI.
That's okay.
Cosmetic.
Yeah.
This one we're recovering.
Nope. Okay, I'm coming
Question
down
for
here.
you, Maynard.
Should I lift up?
When we're on
You ever
the
heard of
ground,
Lover
then
Boy?
you can just
Who's Lover
release.
Boy? I don't know.
Oh yeah.
On the ground.
Of Loverboy?
Yeah.
Every minute
Release.
of it.
Oh my
Is that
gosh.
Loverboy?
Someone at Queenswood is asking.
Oh my
Oh.
God.
Get out of
You
there.
might have to explain a bit
as in-
more.
As in
Alright.
Drake's nickname? Maybe they may be referring to Drake.
No, there was a Canadian band way back.
Yeah.
Oh.
What's up with the...
You're not missing much. No, actually, that's not the thing.
Oh.
Oh,
That's mean to
that's
Greg.
cool. Yeah, I know. Loverboy had
That's probably his jam.
Loverboy had some hits. They're
Well,
right back there with the
okay.
Cheap Trick and
Drake-
Prism concerts. in
Drake is supposed to be coming
1970.
out with an album called Certified Lover Boy
Ah,
at some
Ah.
undisclosed time.
and he's Canadian, right?
He is from Toronto.
There was a radio
you.
station in
Beginner's
LA
luck.
that for about a year had a contest, and it was called Dead or Canadian, and they would say names, and they would say whether or not, you know, you had to say, you could call in and say whether or not the person was Canadian or they
Grab
were
to
dead.
secure.
It's surprising
right,
how
good
many
work.
times people got
Thanks.
them wrong.
Didn't break it.
Back when the Canucks were not at the top of their game, the
I bet he'll say
Vancouver
go for
Sun
it.
had a contest where you'd send in your suggestions to improve the team.
Hello? Yeah, totally.
Sorry, your suggestions to what?
Improve the team.
Oh, great.
And first prize was tickets to a game. Second prize was tickets to 3 games. Third prize was tickets to 5 games.
What?
That was really mean, but funny.
All right, yeah, back to the caisson. We'll remove the lid off of it, put the lid out of the way, Trevor.
Okay.
And the lid's probably, yeah, as far as we can reach. And then Martin still might say that's too close, but for now we'll just as far as we can reach. And then we'll dig the bags out, which could stay close as possible.
Okay.
We're going to have to check the depth of it, and we're going to have to look for the, maybe you want to set up so that north is on the other, if it doesn't matter.
I'll
So
sit on the south side. So
Yeah, sit on the south side so we can
Roger.
peg the north post on the other
Okay.
side.
For a view at home, the instrument that we just moved, that was our seismometer. That was our broadband seismometer, one of our many seismic instruments that we have deployed.
Yep. This one is made by Gorelp, who they're in the UK. It's it had a issue, shall we say? So we had to shut it down last year. It hasn't been
Significantly ahead of
working.
the USBL, so.
Yeah, I see this over there, but I don't see anything else.
No.
Maybe slightly left and ahead? We'll find out.
So when we plug in the new cables, when the cable ship comes, it'll be back
get
up
ahead.
functioning.
This
Should
okay.
be
Well,
out in front of you now.
two different things here. So the seismometer and this instrument platform down here is presently powered and communicating. This Gorelp seismometer that we just moved is not powered and not communicating because we
There you go.
powered it down. We shut it down. And is that right at where we're going?
There's a staple.
Yeah. Oh, that's our staple.
I can't see the lid.
Oh.
Anyone see a lid?
So we're running a new cable to replace the old cable that still works, but is in a risk of failing.
Okay.
So everything's got comms and power down here except this one
Except for that one
broadband
broadband.
seismometer that has failed. So
What's
we're
up in the...
replacing
is
it.
that just
We brought a
sand
new
in
one
the
down
starboard
on the porch of Hercules.
Just what?
You see the starboard view near the push cores
I do,
go-
yeah.
going up in the water column? Is that just sand?
Nope.
Or... You see that?
I do now, yeah. That's a weight.
Is it a weight?
The monkey
Yeah.
fist there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a
As I
dual
said,
rim.
somewhere around here is a sword too, which might be on that monkey fist.
Oh, that's round.
Yeah, there was like a pointer and
Yeah.
something else around here. There was like a stick.
Okay, well I can't see.
Okay, well you're free of that. Do a little spin around just to see what you're seeing.
I would like to not, because I think I'll dislodge mud again.
Oh, okay. Somebody just landed back there where that,
Who else is down here?
I don't know, but there was
Sonar.
definitely indentations that looked like
Yeah.
Hercules had landed there before.
Oh, I gotta go back into this cloud, don't I? Yeah, I do.
Where? Yeah, you do.
Back in the cloud.
There's the new seismometer to our left, which means I think I gotta go over here a bit.
Okay.
Oh yeah, right in the thick of it.
Oh, there's
Oh,
something.
what's
There's
that?
just the one, I think, right? Is that the one or is that the multiple? Oh, the multiples. Yeah, okay. Okay.
The
There's a
multiples
cable.
were not in the hole.
Right.
That looks like a sticky type thing.
Oops,
that?
there's
There
the
it is.
multiples. And then,
Staple.
yeah. There's the
Okay.
multiples. I can't find it.
Okay.
I don't think that staple's the one we just put, is it?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
Tell you what, pull back up out of the way, do a car wash.
Okay.
Okay, this is where, again, if Mike had done our sound mixer, we would immediately go to the sound of car wash, the what was that, 1970s?
I'm actually working on our sound interface
At the
here.
car wash, yeah.
Whoa, 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 talking around down the car wash, yeah. And what this is, what we're doing, those of you who are watching it at home, is we had a lot of mud on the bottom of Hercules from landing, and by going up and away and spinning the ROV around, we get all the mud off, which then stops it from falling in and disrupting, and we sort of go off station a bit and hope and pray that the current is going to carry it away. Sometimes it works. Sometimes we just create a bigger mess. But, as one of my university professors said in wastewater treatment class, was the solution to pollution is dilution. So by diluting all this particulate into a wider area, it solves our visibility problem.
I like that one. The solution to pollution is dilution.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's not real anymore for most things it used to be used for, right?
True.
Yeah.
But in this, it works.
Yeah, it does.
Just be careful, you know.
Don't take that to
It's
the
an
bank.
old way of thinking.
We
Yeah.
do not condone you going and polluting the ocean.
Right,
No.
right.
Well,
and then diluting it.
I mean,
This is mostly for the wastewater when at the
Yeah.
treatment of the wastewater.
yeah.
So
I mean,
not the fresh water.
The funny, like Victoria, British Columbia just last year got their sewage treatment plant operational, but for the last 200 years, everything was just going, other than solids, all effluent was just going into the Juan de Fuca and out. Washington State was a little upset about it, including the mayor of Seattle, I think, and a couple others weren't happy about it. But the volume and the fact that it gets flushed twice a day with the tide through there meant that it was infinitesimally small compared to the amount of farm runoff that the state of Washington throws into the same waterway. So, you know, if you're going to tackle pollution in the oceans, you need to tackle the big players. You know, one of my aunts, Aunt Eleanor, who's in Victoria, used
Can
to
you
work
zoom
for
in on that,
Environment
please?
Canada,
Yeah.
and she went down to Washington, D.C. and gave a
I'm not sure how relevant that's going to be.
talk
It's pretty scriggly.
about the
Yeah.
Great Lakes and pollution in the Great Lakes, and she was asked by someone in the audience that you know, she had just spent an hour talking about all the things the United States needed to do to help clean up the Great Lakes, and hadn't really focused on much of what Canada was doing. And she looked at the gentleman and said, "Okay, well, here's what you've got. You've got an elephant and a mouse living in the same room. Whose waste do you concentrate on first
Why?
of cleaning up?" He got very quiet after that because
Yeah, do that.
it's a fair analogy.
Yeah.
The volume of waste that the U.S. produces compared to Canada and the Great Lakes is a mouse and an elephant. Anyway, here we are
Okay.
above the broadband seismometer. hopefully having
Did
cleaned off
our
some
car wash help?
debris.
Yeah, I did. So there's a pile,
Okay,
but I don't see the one. The
wait
one.
for it.
Waiting for it.
Nav is, I can't believe that's the pile. That's another pile. Look, you're way off in the nav unless our USBL's just
The
gone.
USBL is losing it.
It's losing it?
It's
Yeah.
not. It's not useful. Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
I've been resetting it whenever we're stable, but
Yeah. Do we know why it's losing it? Typically we get pretty good here.
It's there's a filter on it, and a common filter running on the USBL on the Sonodyne software, and something is not tuned super well, or some of the uncertainties aren't reporting accurately or something to the filter. And
Okay.
yeah, so I think on the next dive we're turning that off and just looking at raw USBL values.
Okay.
I can't. Getting kind of frustrated here.
It's okay, Trevor. I mean, it's going to settle out. Because, yeah, it's hard to say where we are now, then, isn't it?
I mean, we're right near the bags.
Yeah.
But I don't know where the individual bag is. I thought it was just to the east.
How far off bottom are we?
Between 2 and 3 meters.
All right.
Trying to not get too close because,
Yeah, stirring things up.
yeah, not helping anything.
Yeah, the bigger pile of bags was further away from,
Yeah, further away from the auxiliary platform.
well, yeah, but
Everything.
from the the cover, the caisson cover.
Yeah. So. You know what I'd like to do is I'd like to kind of go over to the west, find the new BBS, then reapproach, because I did that and I know how to do that. So I might be able to just do it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Come on, stop that. Stop that.
It's like navigating in a snowstorm.
You're right. That's the worst driving when you're at nighttime. You got a bunch of snow coming. You feel like you're flying through space.
Yeah. There's something. No, it's debris. I have a classmate when I was in university. His father was driving home one night on like an interstate highway, which at one point there's a gentle turn off the highway towards his house, and he took the turn, and he was the lead vehicle with about 10 cars behind him, and they all followed him off the interstate onto the side road, which then another Y turn off to a road that went to his house. And then he turned into his driveway, and these 10 cars all stopped, and they're like, are you going to Kentville? And he's like, no, we're in Windsor, and this is my house. And they're like, where's the highway?
They following him.
They all followed him right off the road.
Okay.
Well, there you go. Look at that, Trevor. Nice. Good call.
Look at that.
Okay, so let's line up so we're facing, the north is on the far side.
Roger. Facing north on the south side.
Yeah, on the south side.
Should have just done that from the start. Silly.
Hindsight's something between 20 and 20, I think.
Somewhere between them, yeah.
Yeah. Hitting, 8. Yeah, he's good, isn't he? Look at that.
Well, I've already stirred up the mud. I might as well just go do
There you
that.
go. All right.
There we go.
We got the staple holding
And we got the
us in.
staple back, yeah.
Yeah, we'll keep ourselves down that way.
Cool. Let's just not forget it's there if we go airborne. So while we're here, we might as well just slam in that north marker on the far side.
North first.
Nord.
North marker.
Kylie would respond, but she has exhausted all of her jaw muscles by eating licorice for the last 40 minutes straight.
So the game plan here, everybody, we'll take the lid off. We'll reach out and put it as far off to starboard as possible.
North marker first?
Yeah, north marker first.
North marker first.
North marker, lid off, bags
Can I
out.
do a deviral reset?
Yeah.
We're stopped.
Bags,
Said that.
bags out of caisson. planning to put them back in emptied,
Wow.
so don't go too far with them. And then after that, we'll be dredging out the caisson to make sure we've got enough sufficient depth for the new seismometer.
Go.
You guys put that an inch or two on the away from the edge of the pipe on the far side.
Yeah,
Make
oh,
it
more
nice.
than that, like a
Can you get it
little
in a
bit
bubble?
further than an inch if you could. We want to, yeah, like maybe 6 inches
6
to
inches
a foot, because
to a foot.
basically Martin doesn't want us to disturb the soils, and this one's been here. We actually dredged this out with ROV team. I think that was back in 2012 or 2013.
I don't know that we'll be able to reach a foot, but we'll do it.
Oh, yeah,
We'll
yeah.
reach as far as we get.
Okay.
And I think that handle's actually pretty north-south too.
Yeah, yeah, it is actually. That looks really good.
That's funny.
I don't. You guys plan that out?
Is
you
that,
put-
let's make it. If you look at it that way, it looks straight.
Nautilus put the that lid on here last year.
How's that?
That's lovely.
I'll try to line it up with a handle, I guess.
Yeah, nice.
1 degree of separation.
The ship's moving. It's making me
Yeah, that
rock in
doesn't
my
help
seat.
anything.
No pressure. On your birthday,
There we go.
putting in the north marker.
This is what 30 looks like.
And the north marker goes. And it's a swing, and it's in the hole.
Okay, next step is get the cover off.
Cover off.
And move any which place?
Off to your right there somewhere, off to the starboard side.
Sure.
The farther away, well, I mean within reach, but you know what I mean? Like, get it away.
You went over on the starboard?
Starboard?
Like around the horn.
Yeah.
Sure, around the horn.
Okay.
Come over here.
Mike, you got bubble? We'll put it around the starboard side. Let me know when you're ready for sample salvo, Kylie.
Sample salvo.
Yep, stirred up quite a bit.
You want me to get the
Okay.
sample?
Let's see, go sample, please.
Ready?
Yeah.
Reach out your arm as far as you can on it, and gently put it down wherever you can.
The cloud is
That-
coming.
That's a good spot. Okay.
Oh, you want it there?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
It's out of the way. And then those bead bags are back behind us there. You can see the other ones.
Let
The
go.
udder
Oh, it's nice.
udder
I
bead bag.
can see what my.
Bless you.
Okay, where the? Oh, I see them. They're way back there. Am I
Where's
meant
your
to
arm?
grab them right now?
No, you cannot.
No, you won't be able to grab those.
I was gonna say we're gonna move this.
We'll get those later. As I said, the
I
caisson
can't
is
see your arm. You might as well wait for a sec.
caisson is full of bead bags. We will dig out the bead bags one by one.
Just hold
I'll just
it,
stay
wait.
there. Yeah.
So it's
And
filled with beanbags inside right now, right?
Yeah, so what we found, okay, so we took the old broadband seismometer out of there, and the plan was last time to recover this old one, but due to something,
Okay, you want a regular.
we had, oh, I know, we had a problem with the craft arm. We had to recover the vehicle, so we didn't get everything done.
Where's up with
Oh.
the elbow?
And so we left it
You
for
have to
this
elbow
year.
down a
I'm
lot.
trying.
It's the problem with long deep dives. So we
There you are.
There you are.
did put the bead bags in there because what happens at some of these sites, the soils are almost liquidy, and
Oh, they would
when
sink?
you dig out a hole, the soils pump back up in and fill
Okay.
the caisson. So unless you put something
So
down there
grab beanbag.
to
Grab
keep
beanbag
going.
Gotta
out
weight
of
it
the
down,
thing.
yeah.
it'll pump back up. It's kind of like if you dig a swimming pool in your backyard
Uh-huh.
and they tell you never to take all the water out of it afterwards
Yeah.
because it'll float up, it'll push it up,
Just take them
and
out.
it's open on the
So
bottom.
we're just good to gonna pick them out, put them off to the right side there.
Yeah, pick them out, put them off to the right side. Doesn't have to go very far because we're going to be, putting the seismometer back in and then filling, emptying the bead bags into it.
The bead
And then
bags have the glass beads.
The glass beads, yeah. So these are typically these very, very fine, round little beads made of glass. They're used in the oil industry as a lubricant for drilling. So they go down the drill string and lubricating the bit. And that's good. You might want to try more of a lift than a drag. That might be less mud on the next one.
Roger.
So straight up and then away.
Sediment here is so fine.
Yeah.
Very friable.
Looks like we do have a little bit of favorable current coming towards us.
Yeah. So the beads, if we drop them on a big open floor and you ran across them, it would be like a Bugs Bunny show where just you'd slide all over the place. You know, it'd be like running on ball bearings. As we have broken a few of these in our shop.
I was going to say, what's the pressure? How much weight can those support? Would be each individual?
Yeah, I don't know. They're used with the drill string, so I think
so pretty
strong. But I don't know. Yeah, we do have some favorable current. Nice.
Okay.
Here's another ring. Yay. And then once all the bags are out, we'll go right into suction dredge.
Looks like there's only 3 bags in there. Anyone
Really?
else see any?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
We can do a zoom after we get this last one out if you want.
Oops, that was not what I wanted.
I think.
I see an orange thing down there.
That's another bag. Their bags are yellow and orange.
Incredible.
Yes, the orange bags are like the yellow bags, but they're orange.
What a rush.
Just put them on top of the other ones. That way you create less dust cloud. Stack them. Stack them and rack them.
Jenga.
What was that? That was from a movie or something. Now there's no viz. Waiting for viz. So the worst thing we want to do is puncture one of these bags because the beads will just flow out like water.
That's the worst thing.
Until we, well, it's not the worst thing. Until we actually want to, and then depending on
I was going to say, we have to puncture them eventually.
Yeah, we're going to puncture them, and depending on who's on the arm at that point in time, some of it can be pretty vicious.
We can take our anchor out with this.
Yeah.
Poke a hole.
I'm going to go off comms for about 3 or 4 minutes, but continue with the bags, and then if all the bags get out, start
dredging. Start dredging.
Start dredging.
Yeah, let's wait for a sec on this one. This is where Bubble's our friend.
Okay.
Because, like, you can't see anything with this.
Digging in an empty hole.
By the way, Ashley, Queenswood is appreciating your very quick response on annotations.
Oh, thanks. There hasn't been a whole lot, mostly dust, but I'm always happy to note my fish.
Well, it's well appreciated.
Mostly dust. Did you log the dust?
No, we don't log dust.
Yeah, logging dust as an organism. Wouldn't that be something?
What about as a geology?
Oh, I'm not doing those.
Geology feature?
Yeah, dust.
I actually don't care about geology, okay?
Straight bio back here.
Team bio all day.
All bio all the time. There's a bio. Look at the top right corner of Hercules.
There is.
There it goes.
Bye. Bye, bio.
Bye. Bio.
Should I stick my hand in and stir the stuff out?
You're just likely to succeed as fail doing that.
I'll stay where I am.
At least we know where north is now.
Yeah, that's good.
Yep.
Well, the other option would be to stick the dredge in there and run it at like 10%.
See if there's another, waiting to see if there's another bag in there. Possibly.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there is, but can't see it, can't grab it. So you can just like droop the droopy bit.
Yeah.
Have it droop in there and.
Yeah.
Okay. Should I
like that?
We're gonna have to move that yellow sandbag on the droopy bit.
Yeah, that's true. Off the droopy bit. Yeah. Remember when you're close like this. Oops, sorry. Remember, watch that elbow.
Roger.
You're good there though. That's fine.
For those tuning in at home, you could also check out our live feeds both here on our website and
is that good enough?
Sure. That's
also on the Ocean Networks Canada site as well. We have all our feeds up and running. We are currently at our location here, the Cascadia Basin. We are moving some bags out of this location here.
What's the deal with pulling the dredge out? How's about, where is it?
Oh yeah, it's a hard mode one. It's got a T handle.
Okay.
You're not halted.